Hey, pardon me, first word I've spoken today. Hey, beautiful people. Driving to work, keep me company. It's a beautiful day. Stunning day. I've reclaimed my car from you know who decided to take everyone on a road trip yesterday. No, 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 lady. No. I love days like this. It's going to be 27 degrees today and summer has arrived. Woohoo! Mind you, it is Tassie. It could all be over tomorrow. Hey, where's Kenny? No, it's not Linley today. It's Tori. Hey, green eyes. It's a stunning day. It's going to get hot too. Well, people on the mainland of Australia laugh when we say 27 degrees is hot, but unless you've been to Tassie and you've experienced our bitey sun, being closer to the South Pole, and also having a very flimsy, well, a non-existent ozone layer, the sun can get really hot. So 27 is quite a warm day. I mean, my favourite temperature in summer is like 32 degrees, so 27 is still pretty, You're so confused where it's getting. Tori on the screen. I mean, I know I did yesterday, but no, I've reclaimed my vehicle. Hey, Tamara. Good morning, gorgeous. I was having a bit of fun with Mr. Linley was having a bit of fun with Mr. Man in chat the other night. Oh, wow, the sun. Okay, I'm going to have to wear my sunglasses for a little while because if the sun is where it's positioned, it's like right in the corner of my eye, which makes driving without sunnies a bit unpleasant. And I'll pop my speckies back on when I can. So this morning we're talking about sunshine on the YouTubes and why it makes us happy. And I know, there isn't any. Well, there is. There are little gems. There's little gems of sunshine, and I thought it'd be fun for us to just talk about fun stuff that does happen on the YouTubes or little things that have made you laugh. Or we've all got channels we watch that cheer us up, surely. And look, I think every channel on YouTube has a purpose. I think there are dodgy people on YouTube that need to be outed. I'm not against any of that stuff. But it does become a bit broken recordy after a while too. I sort of feel like unless someone's actually reporting it and being really proactive and on YouTube and, tweeting YouTube and like it's one thing to go live and talk about stuff, but we kind of need to be proactive because YouTube's not going to sit and watch, 6-hour lives. This all became very apparent during the Diane's channel thing, like the scandal of last year or the start of this year. I'm all for dodgy people being exposed, but I'm also for positivity and happiness and fun, which is probably why I'll start losing subscribers. I feel like I've inherited a few that are just hoping all I'm going to do is take the piss out of Lynn, but those of you who've been with me longer know I've got a little bit more substance than that. And I don't take YouTube seriously because my job is serious and the work that I do, and it's emotionally draining, but also incredibly rewarding. So you take the good with the bad. So when I come to YouTube, that's my playground. It always has been. Unfortunately, not everyone looks at YouTube as a playground. I'm sorry I'm not reading chat at the moment, guys. The sun is right in my face, which is actually feels lovely. But once I'm on the highway or crawling in traffic, I'll be able to read chat. So just sort of unacknowledged, you're not. And this little community is lovely. There'll be people in chat who'll say hello and catch up with you as well. They kind of know that when I'm driving, it's pretty hard for me to read chat. Well, it's not pretty hard. It's very easy not to read chat because I'm all about my safety and the safety of everyone else on the road. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun to, I mean, even the channels that tackle heavy subjects like scammers but can do it in a funny way are worth their weight in gold, you know. And that's why I enjoy doing Lindley, because I'm aware of all the shit that's being said about them and what they're being accused of. But my parodies are more just to try and give a few people a laugh in the middle of all the shit that's going on. I'm kind of, you know, one of the many, there are a lot of us, court jesters on YouTube who are like, this is heavy shit, man. Let's just have a chuckle. Hey, Tamara, is Jessie... Is that your Jessie? Because that's a classic channel of the point that I'm trying to make. You can do stuff. You can tackle a serious topic but still make it fun. But if it's not your Jessie, whoever that Jessie is, it's gold. I mean, that's why I kind of like the DeLorean style and Grim Truther, you know, the ones that are very aware of the, oh, look at that darling little boat on a trailer. I wonder if someone's just dumped it there. They're like, fuck this faded boat. I'm just going to leave it on the side of the road. They wouldn't have. I think they might have a flat tire issue. Not on the boat, on the trailer. Oh. I'll have to ask you again, Tam, when I'm out on the road, when I can read chat. But there's a lot of channels that can have a bit of fun. And I think, you know, I think everyone's coming in with good intentions. Just look after your own mental health too, because there's some heavy stuff. And I'm not just talking about the Natasha Cooper stuff. There's heavy shit that happens on YouTube. I mean, a lot of us met because we follow true crime. And when you're into true crime, you're checking out the most graphic, horrific stuff imaginable. It's really important to look after your mental health and know when you've had enough, when you've been overloaded. You know, put on some happy music, take all your clothes off and dance around the house. Dance naked in front of a mirror. It's the funniest thing well, hopefully. No, maybe. I wish everyone could do that and have a good old laugh. I respect my body. It's imperfect. Look at it wobble. Woo! You know. Took me 54 years. I'm acting like I've always been body positive about myself, but I'm at a point where I'm like, hey, my body got me this far. Go body. But yeah, I do little belly dances that make me laugh. My house is all glass and windows, so my neighbours probably don't appreciate it as much. But, you know, my view is if you're going to look into the fishbowl and you don't like what you see, then you shouldn't have looked into the fishbowl. I can't wait to actually be able to read chat and say hello to everyone. Hello, everyone. But yeah, I thought instead of a bit of drive therapy, let's do a bit of drive therapy, but in a positive way, because on a day like today, everyone's got a little bit of spring in their step. Everyone's not spring season, like This weather makes people happy. So I'm spreading the happy chi. I'll be able to put my specs on soon. I've still got the sun delicately stroking the right side of my face right now. Gosh, it feels nice. Bit of vitamin D. How good does it make you feel? I'm going to do a beach walk soon. I have not done one with you guys for such a long time because I'm trying to get, bikini ready. My walks on the beach are pretty much like jogs and jogging and going live with YouTube, and not a good combination. I've been focusing on exercising, so I thought, yeah, let's do a little stroll. I love my beach walks with you groovers. And I've got a lot of new subs who haven't been on a beach walk yet. You don't know my front yard yet. You're in for a treat, I'm telling you. You are in for a treat. I happen to live near, very close to a surf beach, but also very close to a couple of other beautiful beaches as well. And we do a lot of beach walks and chats. And I can even get people up on my panel when we're on a walk. It's fun. And there's the ongoing love story of Barry the Seagull. Bazza and Shazza, that's been going since 2018. Okay. Yeah, your kids told you to put, kids don't really appreciate naked parents. My sister used to, in the morning to take the kids to school, she'd come out of her bedroom with shoes on and a handbag and sunglasses and go and stark naked and go, let's go, kids. And they were so traumatized. I mean, not in a bad way, but their reactions were hilarious. Is it pouring where you are? Well, there you go. See, everyone, oh, Tasmania is so cold and dreary. It's actually Hobart's the second driest capital in Australia. We don't get a lot of rain, even though we had a shitload in the last couple of months. But I'm not complaining. My tank is full and I am happy. You're loving the blue sky. I'm Cheddar Teddy. Isn't it beautiful? I sometimes feel like I'm living in a painting on this island. Hi, Priscilla Joe Celery. Hey, Groover. Yeah, beach walk. Let's do it soon. Ah, Moody Mary and all her marbles has arrived. Hello. Tam, you might have responded to my question about Jessie. Is it your Jessie? Because I love their little 12-second beautifully edited stuff. But if it's not your Jessie, whoever Jessie, if you just want a quick little snort, like a little laugh, it is your Jessie, groovy. Nice work, Jessie. His editing skills are ace. And it just cracks me up. They're really short little pops of fun. You can take a serious topic and make it kind of entertaining and fun for people. Like, it doesn't have to be wheel out the cello and put on your black veil kind of shit all the time. Don't forget to write in caps, guys. I know it's a pain if you're on your phones, but I can't. The phone is a long way from my face and it's a pretty small screen. Like, when you're live on your phone, you're live on a browser, not an app. So it's not like, I mean, it's phone friendly, but 3/4 of the screen is what you guys are all looking at right now. And chat is tiny and to the right, and you only get 2 or 3 comments at a time. And if anyone writes an essay, it takes up the whole chat box. So James Blunt broke up with Lindley, so who knows? I mean, as far as Lindley's concerned, he can go and get fucked. I'm off to work. Oh, I hate seeing dead possums on the road. Brushtail possums are such great little personalities. They're really sweet too. It makes me so sad, but the rule of thumb is when you're driving, I mean, there's so much wildlife here. If you're driving, drivers are not to swerve to avoid little critters, because so many people have done that and run off the road and slammed into a tree and boom, they're gone. But it does make me sad because possums, brushies are so fucking cute. So cute. Although the one that lives in a little nest that's built under my bedroom, because my house is on stilts, so it's like a big tree house, is like the perfect home for possums. When it was returning this morning after its, nocturnal romp, it was making so much noise. I was like, can you just go to bed? It was just scratching and climbing and swinging around, and Sunny was giving it the side eye, like the sounds. She wasn't happy. It's like, just fucking go to bed, dude. You're nocturnal. Yeah, fuck James Blunt. I mean, how could he dump Lindley? Lindley is all woman. You know, some say she has the personality of a brick, but there's many layers to Lindley. Don't judge a brick by its brickiness. I mean, unless, there's an undeniable talent there that, if you're going to be a critic, at least acknowledge the talent of Lindley. It's ethereal. It's like she's from another universe. She's an angel planted on earth to sing to our souls. People can't see that. They're just blind. She is Moody Mary. She is the woman, and multifaceted, and I think she just intimidates people with her blandness and monotone singing. But you need to look through that, beyond that, to the many layers of her brickiness. And that angelic voice, I mean, God gave her a gift. I'm not religious, but for talking about Lindley's singing voice, that has to be a gift from God or Buddha. Uh-oh, look who's here. You want to say Lindley? Hey, Lindley took everyone on a road trip yesterday from California, Pacific Palisades to be precise, all the way to New York. It was a great road trip. I mean, she took my bloody bus, and I wasn't happy about that. But it was a great time was had by Lindley. I don't think the passengers had a good time. She pretty much told 90% of them to get fucked. I'm pretty sure she was getting her mods to block, well, pretty much everyone. Chair Detective, someone block Chair Detective, please. James Blunt broke Lindley's heart. Well, Mr. Recliner Man, there were no pit stops along the way. It was if you weren't on the bus in California, NIA, you weren't going on the road trip. She didn't stop for toilet breaks. She took a huge basket of food and ate it all in front of her passengers and didn't share it. She sang a lot of songs. It was a beautiful thing. But I've now blocked her on my channel, and I've also taken back the keys. Moody Mary would be honoured to duet with that angel. One can only dream. Yeah, well, if you see Lindley out on the YouTubes, poor Lindley, when Lindley first started going into chats, I think people were all giving her the side eye, like they thought she was a troll. It was me helping her out, and people were like giving her the side eye. Now, when Lindley goes into chats, everyone acknowledges Lindley, Traces of Nuts goes in, nobody gives a flying flip. I mean, Lindley's actually taking over my life because I'm like, how is Lindley more popular than Traces of Nuts? Well, clearly she is. So I almost have to channel Lindley to get some attention. What have I done to my life? Awesome. We've got some naked mirror dancing going on. Wicked. Dudes can have more fun with it because they can make their doodles, their willies go around in circles, and that is funny. Lindley is so popular, Priscilla Jo. It's quite scary. You love us both. Thank you, Moody Mary. Mind you, there's a few people on my Lindley offerings who I don't think they understand parodies. Someone called one of her songs painful, and I was like, yeah, well, duh. Thanks for pointing out the fucking obvious, but do you know what a parody is? But I don't engage with people like that. I just look at it and go, when people write comments like that, I just go, you must be a hoot at parties. You're the happiest person on YouTube. Thank you for blessing my channel with your smatterings of cheeriness. Now, Armchair Detective, if you're still in chat, when I ended my live yesterday, I saw a comment from you, does your boss know that you do this? Of course she fucking does. Do you know what she's also cool with? Her staff doing whatever the fuck they want to in their spare time. But I was going to say, I've known her for quite a few years, and after I started doing some work at the end of last year with the legal service that I'm now working at, she started dating one of my best friends who's a comedian. So she expects nothing less from me, and in fact her partner has his own characters that he plays that are way more fucking crazy than Lindley. So, you know, in the scheme of things, she's like, Rick, Tori. Rick wins on the batshit front. Lindley is a goddess with the voice of a virgin angel. She is. Oh, God, she's a machine on Small. Do you know what's funny? I keep recording shit on Small, and I feel like I've got to put on there, this is a comedy character, like, can you not? And people go onto the Lindley songs and put little love hearts and even give her gifts. And I'm like, do they think I'm, like, special needs and, you know, they're just giving me a little prezi to encourage me and help me out? Or do they realise that? Because I've sung some other songs. I've tried to sing them properly, but I've got a little recording for Where's Kenny that I'll try and play to him at some time. But it's not great, but at least I had a crack. But, yeah, and Small people are like, you know, that was great. And I'm thinking, are you deaf and blind? Tori's the brains and Lindley is the songstress. Totally. I mean, seriously, you've seen Lindley's songs, right? I upload them to YouTube. So imagine over on Shmoo, people are, you know, have started following me, which concerns me because most of the shit on my profile is Lindley. And they're being really supportive. And giving little gifts, little stars and all sorts of shit. And I'm like, is this a pity present for this poor special needs monotone woman on Small? I mean, there's some amazing singers on Small. I'm almost too scared to open Small at the moment because I feel like I've got to acknowledge the kindness of strangers, but I have to sort of explain to them, look, that's actually a parody. I'm using this app for a fucking fictitious character. Hi, Morgan. I think I just saw your name before it flew off the screen. They are serious. They made you a great actress. If I stumbled across Lindley on Small and didn't know Lindley was a character and watched the song, I'd be like, and I wouldn't even get through 10 notes and be out of there. The people on Small are really lovely. They're too nice. They're too nice for the likes of Lindley. Because Lindley swears like a trooper. And you've seen it. You've seen it. She murders songs and abuses the fuck out of everyone. Fuck you, she says to everyone. Like, and they're all putting little comments like, that was great. And I've done a few duets with people as well as Lindley. And I feel like I should explain to them. I've actually deleted most of them because I feel bad about it. Like, yeah, the sky's amazing, isn't it? And I love driving over the causeways. A few weeks ago, months ago, I was driving along and we were actually sitting on the causeway. We weren't moving at all. And it was crystal clear. And this pelican just came down and landed and sort of like skidded across the water. And it was the most beautiful, pure thing to witness. And I was just watching it going, how could anyone go to work in a bad mood when that's what they get to see on their drive into work? You know, this kind of nature at its finest. It was just beautiful. It was like the most incredible cinematography, but I was watching it happen in real life. Oh, it was divine. The Christmas song is the best. There's more Christmas songs coming. She's done two. The first song Lindley ever did was Oh Holy Night. But I think you're talking about the Mariah Carey Abomination. You love Lindley's songs. I know, she just can't get Natasha's attention. Although in the Mariah Carey one, I said Natasha, I should have said Natalia. Or Lindley should have said, because that's, you know, that's how you protect yourself in a parody, that twist on a name. I should have redone it, but because I ad-lib it, like I don't plan what I'm going to say until it happens. So like the line about the kids being noisy little fuckers, that was just me ad-libbing. It wasn't, I don't write it. I literally turn Small on and start a song, and then whatever comes out of my mouth is whatever happens. But yeah, I should have said Natalia, not Natasha. And I think I actually said Natasha Cooper, which, you know, that's sort of breaking the parody rule. But anyway. Priscilla, I'll see you on there. I changed my name on there to Lindley, but it still shows that like handle is Torstar 007. Come and find me. But I've deleted so many songs. I reckon I've probably recorded 50 songs, and I think there's probably like 6 on my profile. And the ones that I do as Lindley, once I've sent them across to YouTube, I delete them on Schmool. Hello, Mercedes girl. How are you? Yeah, I know you loved that line about the kids. Shut up, you noisy little fuckers. Mercedes girl, I haven't seen you forever. How are you? What's news? Heading into this festive season? Mercedes girl's a little VIP in here. She's one of my original YouTube buddies, like one of the first people I met on YouTube. We were both moderating for the same channel, and that just turned into a diabolical nightmare. But Mercedes girl was kind of lucky. She got out of there before the real shit went down, but we've sort of bonded over trauma. So give everyone throw up a little yellow heart, because we're all about sunny hearts and suns and stuff in this channel, and little footprints on the beach. It's really nice to see you, gorgeous. Yeah, it's a beautiful view, isn't it? Even though we're tootling along. And it doesn't bother me that we're crawling because I get to hang out with you guys. I can read chat safely. Do you have 8 kids, Tamara? 8? Really? 8? Wow. That's, more than a futsal team. I always wanted to have 8 brothers and sisters. I wanted to be in it. I used to love those TV shows. Not so much 8 is enough, but like the Waltons and shows that had shitloads of kids. I was like, why can't I have more siblings? Because I had an older sister and a younger brother, and being the middle child, they just made my life hell. You sure do. Wow, I didn't realise you had that many bambinos. That's amazing. You look fresh and perky. What the hell? Absolute gorgeousness. You don't look ragged and tired. You look gorgeous. It suits you having 8 bambinos. You're damn near a baseball team. Hi, Emily. It would be crazy tomorrow, but I mean, it'd be fun chaos. 8 different little personalities in your life. Like, it'd be chaotic but fun. You're off to the beach tomorrow, Priscilla J. Celery. Me too. Oh, hang on. Tomorrow's my day off. I won't be. I'm actually catching up with my brother again. They leave back to Singapore this week. So my sister and brother and I are having lunch. I'm thinking, though, if the weather's going to be like this, we might change the venue because there's no outside eating, and I'll sit outside even when it's 4 degrees, but I might suggest we go somewhere outdoorsy. Although my sister is working, so it needs to be close to where she works. That's just me organising my life out loud for you. Riveting stuff, I'm sure. More than 8 personalities, but well, that's even better. Hey, speaking of tomorrow night is episode number 2 of Batshit. For those of you wanting laughter on a Wednesday night in Australia or whatever the time is, it is in the rest of the world, my mate Finn Bugden and I launched a little show last week called Batshit. And tomorrow night will be on his channel, and his name is his channel is his name. It's Finn Bugden, Bugden, and just FIN Finn. So jump over there and subscribe. I will be putting a reminder and a link to his channel in my community post tomorrow too. But it's pretty much a show, if you haven't seen it yet, that goes for an hour. And God, the glare of this car in front of me, I can't even see the screen now. I would hopefully be able to read the chat again at some point. But yeah, the sun off that car, I've just moved my visor. I'll see if that fixes it. You can't wait for Batshit. Yeah, so it's Batshit number 2 tomorrow. And for those of you that haven't seen it, it's a really fun little concept, and we're hoping that people start to look forward to their weekly Batshit fix. Because Finn and I finished it last week, and we felt so elated that people had just come in and got into it and really enjoyed it. And it felt good to do something just fun and refreshing, and to see people enjoying themselves so much, but also it just made us feel great too. Finn is funny. Sounds like a dolphin when he laughs, which is why I always say to him, Finn, short for dolphin. He's never laughed at that, and I think it's so funny. Not all my jokes are winners, but I thought that was a good one. He's like, yeah, whatever. So what happens on Batshit is between the two of us, we scour the interwebs for batshit crazy stories, batshit people. There's always, each week, there's a weekly batshit YouTuber that gets thrown in the mix because, we're all mingling in YouTube communities. So if we stumble across some batshittery, we're sure as shit going to show it. And depending on how long it takes, like last week, I think there were 7 contenders for the golden batshit. The last contender is always a story that gets shared in chat by the subs. We pick one of those. And then everybody votes. We're more than happy to have people jump up on panel and tell a story if they want, but it's very Graham Norton red chair style. Like, you kind of start telling your story, and if we think it's shit, we're just going to kick you out. And if it's good, then, people vote on which subscriber story takes the last spot, and then everyone votes on the 7 or 6 or however many stories we've done, and we choose who the winner of the golden batshit medal is for the week. Hey, Trixie. So that's tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I think. I haven't confirmed the time with Finn yet. 7 p.m. for Queenslanders. And if you're in other parts of the world, just type in what time, just work it out to a world clock. I mean, you'll have the reminder. It'll be adjusted to your time zone. And then we kind of got a bit muddled and confused last week because it was only the first week we did it. But the plan is, after it's been done on Finn's channel, it'll then be uploaded to my channel the next day at a time that's more USA friendly, because there's a lot of our subs are in the US. So it'll be played again. And I mean, I had time last week to sit and chat to people in mine, and then suddenly Finn did it on his channel and was AWOL, and I'm messaging him like, dude, if you put on a premiere, jump over and chat to the people. So he did come in at the end and halfway through it and chatted to people, which was good. Hey, gang. The ninja. Hello. So yeah, that's batshit tomorrow. Keep an eye on my channel, my community page. I'll put a note up on there. If you're not subscribed to Finn's channel, it's Finn Bugden. If you enjoyed batshit, go and sub to him. Or if you just want to come and hang out with Finn and I tomorrow, sub to him, because we're alternating each week whose channel it's going to be on as well. Because, we're a democracy and we both put in a lot of work, so it makes sense that we share the batshit love on both channels. And it's kind of fun being the host one week and then getting a break and being a panelist the next. So, and we've already got so much stuff for tomorrow night. Like, I'm going to have to sort of keep the timeless stories separate and just do the stuff that's happened in the last week, because there's so many. There's so much to share. There's so much bad shit going on out there, but it's good fun. And it goes for about an hour, which is good too. Because when you're living in a place like this, going into summer, look at this day. Guess where Tori doesn't want to be? On a fucking computer or phone indoors. Tori likes being outdoors, and YouTube's great when it's cold and winter and dark. But along comes summer and Tori wants to frolic. And I'm getting too old to do like late shows because I keep thinking, oh, do a late show. Start doing a late show, like do midnight in Australia sort of thing. But I want to be in bed at 10, you know, like that's my bedtime. I'm a struggling with the chat at the moment. So hello to anyone arriving. Oh, hello. We're back in Crawley land. Hey to everyone arriving. Thank you for coming in. Oh, yeah, get the Rugrats off to school. Hey, lady. Good morning to you. I'm going to have to try and fix up the batshit intro, though, because the editing suite I used, I got a copyright claim on the music, which is pretty common, and claims don't affect your channel, but it's just annoying, like, oh, fuck this shit again. So I'm going to have to redo the intro and use the, you know, download some music from YouTube Audio Library that isn't copyrighted and use that. Because it's just an irritant. It's an irritation to get these. Now you got a copyright claim. I'm like, fuck me. It's like generic music from an editing suite. Maybe put generic uncopyrighted shit in your editing suite. Yeah. No, there's my road therapy. It doesn't annoy me that much. Come on, sunny stuff. Sunshine on the YouTubes makes us happy. What is something sunny and cheery? Tell me things that are fun and sunny and share it with chat too, because I'll be fanging it on the highways soon. I won't be able to read chat. But I thought it's such a gorgeous day. I thought it'd be nice for us to, oh, I forgot I had a coffee traveller with me. I thought it'd be nice to just, you know, spread some sunshine around. Some sunshine. Yeah, I think you're the second Queenslander to inform us about the rain. Look at cold, miserable Tasmania, huh? Huh? Look at it. Not a cloud in the sky, and we're heading for a fabulous 27 degrees Celsius. Kitties are cheery. Little sunny bum, she's so cute. She had her breakfast and went straight back to bed, and she curls up on my pillow. My pillow would still be warm, and she curls up on that, and it's so cute. It's like, I'm in mum's spot now. Yesterday when I got home, she usually runs up the hallway to greet me like a puppy dog. Yesterday when I got home, I walked into the house. I'm like, wait, what? This is unusual. I'm not getting greeted by it. She was on the exact spot she was on when I left for work in the morning, and she had hardcore bed hair, and I'm looking at her like, you have slept there all day. She would have been dead to the world when I pulled up in the driveway, didn't hear me. And she's kind of all, you know, like when you're woken up from a deep sleep, she's all confused looking with this wild hairdo, and I'm just pissing myself laughing. Julio, hello. Gang. Yeah, we're having a gorgeous sunny day, beautiful summer's day. I'm in a little sundress and sandals. Oh, well, it's not a sundress, but like, you know, a summer's dress that I'm wearing to work. Bare legs, little sandals, you know. Looking the part. Cute sandals, like work quality sandal, you know, wedges. But not crazy high ones. I can't do crazy high shoes anymore. I'm actually happy about it. I got addicted to Love Island. Yep, I know. Just please do judge me. I deserve it. But these chicks rock up to the villa and they're all in like friggin' G-string bikinis, which I want to talk about them someday. Oh my God. And, you know, little stilettos, and they're all click, 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 click all over the wooden boards around the pool and everything. And I'm thinking, thank fuck I don't have to wear heels anymore with my bikinis. Clomp, clomp, clomp. They're all like, no. G-string bikinis. All right, let's talk about them. I'm all for wear whatever the fuck you want. I really am. And fashion of today is a lot more risque than it was when I was a youngster. But in my opinion, unless you've got a killer butt, and a couple of the girls in that house did have killer butts, and you're on national television, maybe mix it up a little. Don't do all 99% G-banger bikini bums. Because I really got sick of seeing bums. And I actually think bikini bottoms, like the ones we grew up wearing, are so much sexier than the G-string ones. I think, a girl that's got a good bod, or it doesn't even have to be a good bod, a nice bod, a girl who's got a body, who's got, the traditional sort of bikini bums with a little bit of butt cheek showing, is so much sexier than these fucking G-string bikinis up your clacker, and they're all lying around on soft furnishings, and I don't know. I just got sick of seeing bums. And the other thing I got sick of seeing, whoever decided showing the bottom half of your boobs hanging below a top is a good look. It's not. Boobs are spectacular, but a bare boob looks a lot better than a strip of fabric covering half of your boob, the middle bit, with the top bit and the bottom bit on display. Like, it's a stupid look. I just wanted to be the bossy dormitory mum and go around and pull all of their tops down and show them how much sexier it looks. It doesn't look sexy. It looks like their top is too small. Like, it doesn't look great. And I don't know why they think it does. It's a really strange look. I mean, if people think it's a good look, awesome. But to me, it looks stupid. I'm all for a bit of mystery, and they've got their bums on display and they've got half the bottom of their tits hanging out. It's like, be mysterious. I feel sorry for lovers of women who wear stuff like that, because whether the lovers are male, female, gender fluid, whatever, because part of being a lover is that there's mystery to a person that you as a lover get to see. But everyone's already seeing it. It's kind of like, wow, the one thing they're not seeing are your nipples and your flaps, and that's about it. And I'm not downplaying the nipples and the flaps. I think it's important that they remain a mystery for people, but I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? I'm not saying it's slutty or anything like that, because it's not. And like I said, I'm more than happy people can wear whatever the fuck they want. But put a photo of Audrey Hepburn in a gorgeous little high-necked A-frame A-line black Chanel dress with, short enough that it shows off her amazing legs. But there's mystery, and stick a photo of her next to tits up and down and here's my entire ass 24/7. Which one's sexier? I mean, if people think the bikini thing is sexier, explain to me why. Because I just want to say to them, look, I mean, if you're on a show like that, you're a hottie. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I kept picturing me being in the mix, how funny it would look with all these young girls with killer bods and young dudes with killer bods, and then stick a couple of 54-year-olds in the mix. Can you imagine how much they would be abused on forums and stuff? That generation isn't very tolerant of the older person, and they're very quick to criticise anybody's flaws. But I was like, stick a couple of oldies in the mix. And I personally think, a couple of 54-year-olds in there with, I mean, my bikinis, when I wore them, I mean, I still own bikinis and I still do like them. I prefer them to one piece. But the bums were cheeky, like bits of my bum were there to be seen. And I prefer that look to the fully covered, high-waisted look as well. I like the cheeky bumps, But interestingly, the American Love Island has started. And out of curiosity, I checked them out, and the girls are wearing, I'm going to just call traditional bikini bums. And they look better. They do. I'm not going to lie. That's my opinion. I mean, like I said, if there are people out there who feel that that sort of new look is the go, and the other thing is how high cut they are. Like, God forbid you were due for a waxing when you went in there. I mean, they've all probably been lasered to buggery anyway, but there's no room for error in those things. So they show half of their fupa as well. At least with traditional bikini bums, if you're like, oh, fuck, I forgot to wax or shave, you can just pretty much do a quick dry shave and off you go. But with that shit, you'd be constantly wondering if there's some errant pube making an appearance. Oh, God, I wish I could read chat. Well, this is a live about Sunshine on YouTube, and we're critiquing modern-day fashions. Yeah, pancake asses don't look good in the G-banger bather. And look, I mean, go for it, strut around on the beach. When I was in Hawaii a few years ago, we went on a couple of, cruises out into the oceans, and it was the first time I'd actually seen so many G-string bikini bums. Like, they hadn't really, I mean, this was 2018. They hadn't really taken off that much in Australia yet, and if they had, they were sort of confined to the beach. I mean, there was no TV show that had hundreds of people strutting around in them. And this girl from one of the cruise companies walked us pretty much from one end of Malibu to the other. And she had a T-shirt on and then this G-string bikini bums. But because of where the T-shirt ended, it was just like she literally just looked like she was just walking around in a G-string with a T-shirt. And it was, I guess she was comfy, but it didn't look great. I'm all about aesthetics, and And the girls in the house that wore them and had, you know, killer butts, they looked incredible. But one of them had a killer butt, but she still wore old-fashioned bikini bottoms as well. She mixed it up a little. But they're all like jumping on this truth bike, and I don't know, was someone spraying down the bike seat in between each cycle? I was thinking there's not much fabric there, you know. I think there are parts of your body that in your vaginal region that, you know, little flappity flap bits that could just pop out. Tan like baked chicken. Because the thing is, I get it, like tan lines can suck, right? So they're a great idea for that, getting that, you know, brown butt thing. But there's also, I think, something kind of cute about Australian summers, and we all start to get a bit brown down on the beach, and then you have a shower and you've got a lily white bum. I don't know. I find it kind of cute. You know, and what's that sort of skin cancer mob line now about tans? It's like no tan is a good tan because it essentially is burnt skin. Even if it's golden and looks good, it's still burnt skin. I mean, is there anyone in the chat that's a huge fan of the G-string bikini on national TV? Like I'm saying, if you want to strut around on the beach and all the rest of it, that's great. But to watch like an entire TV series, and yes, I did watch the entire series of Love Island. I got so hooked because so many of them were vile. I had to watch and see that they got booted. And the couple that I wanted to win did win. Tassie boy, go Mitch, go Titch. But they were a lovely couple. But I became obsessed with it because I wanted to see some of the horrible people in there be booted because that was fulfilling for me. But I just kept thinking it'd be really nice one day if someone just came out in a cute little Gidget style bikini, and they would have looked a million times sexier than, in my opinion, than the rest of them for national TV purposes. Like, and I don't know, I'm all for a bit of mystery. I feel that lovers get to see bits of each other that other people don't. That's the privilege of being someone's lover. That's one of the bonuses. Bye, Emily. Thanks for dropping in. I hope you've got your G-string bikini on, Dale. You know, good hygiene, driving a car on your car seat, your G-string banger. I mean, your G-banger bathers, good look, and yeah, leaves a little bit of you wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? I'll have to catch up with Chad in the car park because I'm really curious to see. Once again, I'm late because I left home late again. I really need to sort my shit out. I go for a beach walk in the morning and I'm always late now because can you picture me like on the beach an hour ago? Do you reckon I wanted to leave the beach? Thank you, Scout. Hi, Scout. Sunny says hello, Scout. Because the interesting thing is, male swimwear hasn't gone that road. I mean, it might have, but it didn't on the TV show. Like, for the most part, the boys were in board shorts, boardies. A couple of them, including Mitch, occasionally would come out in the budgie smugglers, the dick pointers. But, you know, Speedos on a hot body doesn't look that bad. There's some pretty cool Speedos out there now too. I can't remember, did Mitch have bacon on his? Anyway, they were cool. But You know, if there are male G-string bathers floating around, the boys on Love Island didn't wear them. Most of them just wore board shorts, boardies. Some of those girls are just so beautiful, and it's like, all of Australia's kind of senior naked, really. No, look, Speedos don't appeal to anyone, but those guys are young and fit and athletes, and, you know, they got away with it. It wasn't offensive, or not that the stuff the girls wear is offensive. It's just stupid. The boobs hanging under things bit is really weird to me. Like, it doesn't look comfortable. It doesn't look sexy. It looks stupid. It looks like, oh, Dale, your top's lifted up a bit, or your top's a bit small. I can see 3/4 of your boob. I don't think it's showing off boobs to their full potential, you know. But it is really interesting that the American Love Island, the girls are in more sort of traditional bikinis, you know, with the little cheeky bums on, and the tops actually covering all of their boobs, and this sort of hanging out thing doesn't seem to be the go there, and it looks nicer. They look nicer. Mystery is sexy. I don't need to see a chick's fupa. I don't. I think Speedos on the right body can look really good. But, I mean, I personally, it's not a thing that I go, wow, but, you know, if my lover wore Speedos, he could pull it off because he's super fit and he's got an awesome bod, but he's a board shorts guy. But if he whacked on some Speedos and said, let's go for a walk up the beach, I'd be like, walk ahead of me. I don't know, actually. With him, I probably would let him. No, I wouldn't. I don't walk along the beach in my bathers. I always put on like a little, you know, little cover up sort of top dressy thing, you know, dress thing. I don't, what are they called? You know, the beach. What are they called? Those little dresses you wear over your bathers. Or at the very least, a sarong. Oh, Finn just sent me a message. He's got a contender for batshit tomorrow. He's excited because yesterday he was like, well, I haven't got anything. I said, yeah, you have. You've already sent me a story. But he's excited. He's got a batshit. So that's tomorrow night, guys, on Finn Bugden's channel is the next episode of Batshit, where Finn and I spend an hour with you guys having a heap of fun and looking at batshits from around the world, batshit people, batshit things. There is always a batshit YouTuber in the mix. The one for tomorrow is probably predictable but funny. We also get to promote other channels if we use their videos, which I like doing, you know, videos out there that make people laugh. Of course, I'm going to encourage people to see them. And the subs are very much part of the show. They can share their own batshit stories. We're more than happy for people to jump up on panel if they feel so inclined. They don't have to cam up. We do check backstage that they're not going to show us their wiener. And and everyone votes at the end for the winner of the Golden Batshit, which is a sort of fictitious medal or trophy. Although Finn and I are going to start sending winners a certificate and see if they respond, because wouldn't that be cool? I mean, the woman that won it last week, holy shit, if we got an interview with her, I would lose it. And then that would be a special Batshit VIP episode where we would literally just interview one of our winners of the Golden Batshit. That'd be like a bonus show. Hey, Michelle P. We've been talking G-string bikini bums and boobs hanging below tops and, you know, happy stuff. Fucking hell. I mean, I'm actually getting to work later than yesterday. What happened? I thought I left at 7. Why did it take so long again? And once again, I have no makeup on, so I'm going to have to do a rapid makeup application, which sucks because I can't read chat while I'm doing that. Fupas! Yeah, I don't want to see a fupa. I like a bikini bottom that covers all of your fupa. Again, that bit is kind of, you know, in my conservative middle-aged opinion, that's part of your body that your lover gets to traverse and explore. I mean, I'm almost tempted to buy a G-string bikini and put it on and see what my lover does. He'll probably like it. He likes G-strings, but I don't think he'll like me in a G-string bikini. I won't like me in a G-string bikini, especially if it's got the boobs hanging out top. You missed a lot, Michelle P. I'm voting for cheeky bum bikini bums because I just think they look cute and sexy. A little bit of bum poking out is a good look. But your entire butt, you know, on TV, like I said, if you want to frolic on that sort of shit on the beach, I don't give a flying fuck. But when you're on a TV show, I just got so sick of seeing so many butt cheeks and bottom boob bits. You don't thank me, you rude biatch. God, I hate people that do that. Tasmanians are so good, usually, at acknowledging kind traffic gestures. That lady, no, didn't give a fuck. I don't know if it's worth watching the replay, Michelle P. I always feel with my lives, if peeps don't see it when it happens, there's really not much for them to watch a replay. Like, but you know, see, those of you who questioned me parking there yesterday, it is a park. Unfortunately, someone else has taken it. Oh, damn. I think this is a reserved spot. Let's see. Okay. Let's go up a level. Fuck, so I've got to put on makeup and get to work. Guys, what's going on? Oh, I know what's going on. Spending too much time on the beach in the morning. God, so it's been months that I've had to even go up one level, let alone 2. All right, found one. Found one. Where's Armchair Detective MI5? She likes the wall. I'll see what's happening in chat. Oh, yeah, well, and you can always put comments too. I'm not knocking anyone who watches it. I just wonder why people would. Like, I get watching a replay if it's someone going off or, you know, talking about hot topic, but I just crap on, you know, about. I'm kind of a Seinfeld YouTuber. It's a show about nothing. I do have depth and substance in my real life. I just choose to use YouTube as an outlet for silliness. Just straightening up my car. The OCD in me. All right, rapid makeup application. No reserved parking? What do you mean? I don't have reserved. No. I work part-time. It's not worth it. It's cheaper for me to pay each day because to have a reserved spot, it's, 5 days a week and I'm 5 days a fortnight. So there's really no point. And the building I'm in has got some free parks outside it. So if we need to load up cars with stuff because we're doing a presentation somewhere or whatever, we can always do that. But this car park's very close to where I work, so it's sort of no issue to carry it into the car park either. Even my boss doesn't have a reserve park. We're a community legal centre. We don't have the funding for that sort of luxury. All the reserve parking in this car park is for government departments like the Department of Justice and big companies with big money. Not a cute little community legal service. But we're government funded, so and we rely on that getting renewed as well. And we do get enough funding that there's 5 of us that work there, although we're all except for one part-time. But something like paying for a car park, that wouldn't be considered essential. And yeah, we share the building with people that do have parks at the front or down the side, and they let us use them if we need to load up our cars and stuff. So it's all very nice and supportive, and everyone looks after each other. I'm very lucky. I work in such a beautiful space, but so many. I mean, my work colleagues are divine, but there's so many other people in the building that are just exceptionally gorgeous people too. Oh, I forgot to get the brush out from under my seat, so I'm going to do rough eyeshadow with my finger. Tori, looking pretty average. It works though, the eyeshadow finger trick. Just a tip. I don't put much eyeshadow on. I watch those makeup channels sometimes and I'm like, fuck, who's got the time? Some of them, it takes them like 2 hours to do their face and then they're just going to Walmart to buy, a new phone charger. I'm like, what the fuck? Time for that. See you, Lee. And yeah, see you on Bad Shit too. You want to watch me do my makeup? My God. All right, next time maybe. I don't think it's worth watching, really. I'm pretty natural. Like, put on a foundation that's mineral based and it's not like full coverage. It just gives me a bit more of an even look on my face. I chuck on a little bit of powder. I've got a little, it's not really even blush, it's sort of like a little palette that of different colours that you kind of mix together, and I just put a bit of that on my cheeks and do like the little figure 8 around my face. I put a tiny little bit of eyeshadow on, mascara, eyebrow brush, and usually a tinted lip balm. I don't wear lipstick because it stays on my mouth for about a minute, and most of it makes me look like a total slapper. So, you know, or I wear a neutral colour. And I'm not that good at makeup. The only reason I actually even know how to do it a little bit is from when I modelled. We all had to do the same kind of makeup for consistency when we did modelling shows. And the girl that I modelled for, her studio had some, I mean, she had some incredible models. Some of them have become like world famous models, but a lot of us were real models. You know, she would actually have girls who wore size 12 and size 14 clothing, God forbid. And so the makeup kind of was consistent too. She wouldn't have anyone who had boob jobs or any work done to their face at all. You couldn't have fake tan. You did have to do your nails, but it always had to be French polish. So I learned how to do that as well. But yeah, very natural sort of models that, you know, so people watching the show would look at us and go, fuck, if she can wear that, I can too. And I used to sell a heap of clothes. I didn't realise the whole thing about modelling is, you know, the girls who sell a lot of clothes get a lot of work. But I used to sell shitloads of, well, people used to buy a lot of clothes that I modelled because they'd be like, oh, she's tall, but she's a size 14 and she's got a little belly and she looks all right in that outfit. I can get it too. So I used to get booked a lot, which was really, you know, I liked it. It was fun. It was, it was it made me feel good because it inspired women to have confidence and, you know, buy clothes. And I don't know, it was a really nice thing. It wasn't a wanky modelling business where we're all just normal people just doing normal shit, but occasionally we'd be on a catwalk in a parade selling a lot of clothes for the shop because we weren't all size 6. Sizing's different in Australia, so like size 6 in Australia is probably like your size 2. Yeah, it was good. Well, I liked it. It was very feel-goody. And it was fun. And I used to get lots of discounts, you know, on clothing. I used to be able to buy the most amazing shit for very little. Or sometimes would be given what, you know, an outfit. It's fun. But, you know, I'm certainly not Elle Macpherson. Yeah, real models, real people. Hey, Joey. All right, I've got to go. I'm made up. I'm ready to go. Work starts in 5 minutes. Hey, thanks everyone for hanging out. Go whack on your G-string bikinis and your boobs hanging out underneath it and strut around on national TV for about 8 weeks. Dudes, if you wear Speedos, go for it. If you've got a hot body, even better. I mean, the chicks and the G-strings have hot bodies too. It's just not a look I subscribe to. Find some sunshine out on YouTube today. There are pockets of it if you look for them. And until next time, stay groovy, everyone. Love you guys.